All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, January 23rd, set today by Paul. Let's see, I always smile when I see Paul's name. Let's see what he has for us. Pointed item. Observe cutter. Did you say? Well, did you say certainly sounds like a homophone so I think two words that mean observe and cutter. And it's going to give us a pointed item. Well, observe could be see, and a cutter could be a saw, but a seesaw, they're spelt the way they sound, so it's not, of course, a seesaw isn't a pointed item. Oh, I'm wondering about something like a weather vane that points somewhere, pointed item, so it may not be a thing with a point on the end of it, but it probably is. Pencil, no. Stylus, no. All right. Drink in the crown for temptress. They call me Queen of the Night, say. Sounds like another homophone, although say could also be e.g. Or, yeah, maybe Queen of the Night, say. Queen of the Night is an example of, I don't know, a Queen of the Night. I don't even it's one of those phrases you think you probably know, but I can't think what it would be. Drink in the crown seems like wordplay. We're going to put a word for a drink at the crown for, and then temptress, siren. Yeah, don't see that. Language of spirits, the king articulated when tipsy. Oh, we've had a queen and a king. Is that a theme or just two well-positioned clues side by side? I think that's all it is. Anyway, language of spirits. Again, articulated sounds like a homophone. Oh, I think when tipsy often means putting an H in with an S sound, as you would maybe if you were drunk. So could it be like instead of Charles, Charles? But how is that? Language of spirits. Is that ghosts? Do they have a language? Ouija, maybe? I don't know. Dry, an English child having been rescued by duck. Dry can be teetotal. A teetotal is 8 letters, but English child. Oh, we do have a tot in there and an E, so let me, yeah, we often see dry teetotal in wordplay where we have to put in TT standing for teetotal, but we have E tot. Oh, a teal duck, of course. Good. Finally got one. Trashing of mundane cliches on having forsaken Hamlet, say. Critics lot. Wow. I think the definition will be critics lot, but question mark, something punning going on there. I'm wondering, yeah, critics, I mean, somebody's lot might be what they have in life, but it might be the crew that make up critics, the review corps. Um, yeah, so then trashing of mundane cliches. Trashing could be an anagram indicator. Obviously, mundane cliches has too many letters, but I'm wondering if having forsaken Hamlet, say, means we have to remove something for Hamlet. No, don't get it. All right, back to the across. In protest, I only want meatloaf. Uh, exclamation. So I think Paul is proud of this one. I only want. So maybe we put I inside a word for protest, but I don't get that either. Fix good fish dish. Well, good is usually G, so do we do G followed by a fish dish? And it means fix. Can't think of a fix word beginning with G, or a word for fix followed by G. Maybe followed by a fish as well, eel. And that's going to make a dish. Mm, don't see it. So energy has filled object pumped up. So I think pumped up might be the definition. And we're going to put, maybe so is, ooh, could it be yet since we have that T, but I can't think of a word beginning with yet. And energy would be an E that goes inside. Yeah, an object. Oh, object could be thing. Oh. Oh, maybe so is so. So and then thing with an E inside it, meaning pumped up. Yeah, I think it would have to be THEING. What would that be though? No, tragic narrative as Wally thrown in river. I think it's going to be a tragic narrative. Thrown could be an anagram indicator. I'm wondering if we anagram Wally together with river. Maybe the question mark is because I think if that is the wordplay, there are some liberties taken. It's not the normal anagram wording. But I don't see anything with Wally and river for tragic narrative. Oh, a tear jerker could be a tragic, and I do like it has a jerk, maybe would be a Wally. But then the river would be tear-er. Let me put it in for now and we'll find out if it stays or not. The K is probably going to tell us something. One side, hearing report of lofty Harry. Hearing report could be a homophone. So something that sounds like lofty Harry could be like hi Hal, hi Henry. Oh, Harry, of course, can also be a verb. To harry somebody, to hassle them maybe, or bully them. Don't get it. Cold hand uncharged. I wonder if it's a scientific term for not having an electric charge. No. Way to press button on watch for alarm call. Oh my goodness. I think maybe it's a double definition and one might be a bit jokey. Maybe the way to press button on watch. Yes. Ooh, for alarm call. I think it may be an alarm call like Mayday or SOS. What's 5-5? No. Girl in suits half twirl. Um, I think maybe we have half of the word suit. Maybe we put a short girl's name inside of that to get twirl. Or, oh, maybe we twirl around half of the word suit. Or maybe one of the suits from cards. Well, club, I suppose, but I don't see how turning half of that around would help. No. Dictator, king fed to jaguar or jaguar. Um, Again, the question mark. Oh my goodness. British imperialist channels on the radio. All right, I think yet another homophone. I'm thinking it's a word for channels, which could be like stations, radio, television stations, channels, or channels in a river. Who's the British imperialist? Is it going to be a particular famous British imperialist? No. Enemy, oh my, has kidnapped crack recruit. Wow. Enemy, oh my, has. Yeah, so maybe that's a hidden clue within that to be a crack recruit. A crack could be an anagram indicator, but it's just enemy, oh my, having the my repeated. But I don't see a hidden word within that. No, let's go back to the Downs. Did I look at that one? No, I don't think I did. Crime under control in the center, I believe. No, under control. Is it a hidden clue within the center, I believe? Doesn't look likely. No. Pots of gravy in bottomless trousers. Well, bottomless means I think we're going to drop the last letter for trousers. But I don't get that either. Filthy liquid in vessel quaffed by pandit. Oh, what's that word, pandit? Um, Vague recollection I've seen it before. I'm going to pause and just drink my water, gather my bearings here, and look up pandit. Apparently it's similar to the word pundit, but a Brahmin scholar or learned man, title of respect for a learned man in India. I'm wondering if it could be a sage, and we have to put a word. Yeah, the very first thing I think of for a vessel like a jug is the old ewer that we often see, a very old-fashioned word for a jug. And I know sewage for a filthy liquid. Sewerage. Do I remember that word, that form of the word? Maybe I do, but I think I would have sworn the word was sewage, but there you go. I think that's it. All right, fiddle embraced by a aforementioned soul artist. Ooh. Oh, aforementioned, I think is ibid, maybe. Um, yeah, I think in footnotes you might see ib or ibid for the aforementioned work that was cited. So I think maybe a fiddle has to be go inside of. Oh no, we have that K, which may or may not be right. Anyway, so but I think it might be a soul artist. Who would that be with a three-letter first name? And fiddle, is it going to be the musical instrument or a con, something like that? Ooh, Sam Cooke. Ah, aforementioned, I think, is same. Ah, and to fiddle, I suppose, in the sense of cooking the books. All right. So then maybe the tearjerker is right. Toast ending on plate with cheese on, port forgotten. Wow. So is it going to be a toast ending? So yeah, is it the toast ending the T or the ending on plate is the E? With cheese on, is it going to be our old friend Brie or Edam? But then port forgotten. Oh, maybe it's a cheese that has P-O-R-T in it. And we remove that, but I don't see it. All right, straight organ over which Zip pulled up. There we go. That's the Paul we know and love. Um, yeah, over which Zip pulled up sounds like a word for zip is pulled upwards, reversed in a down clue. And that goes around something for organ. Zip can be, I suppose, to zip along, to race. So I think straight is going to be the definition, but don't see it. Opera company, that's awful. Shut up. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't. Other than that's could be that is disguised and be IE. Oh, or that's awful might be an anagram of that's. Oh, or could it be, ooh, could it be an anagram of shut up? Awful, shut up, and it is an anagram company. Oh, do I know any opera companies? La Scala or, yeah, not thinking of any. With two U's, doesn't seem very likely. Mm. Ooh, or could it be the Opera Browser Company? I don't know who makes Opera. No. All right, one more down. Ball in house on having bounced back. Ooh, so I think having bounced back might be a reversal for a house or house. Oh, it could be house, the verb. And that's going to mean ball, which could be a dance. No. All right, let's oh, here's our girl in suits half twirl starts with an M. That's interesting. Is it going to be a girl's name? Maud, Moll, Mary. Mary and Army are anagrams, but I don't think it's that. All right. Oh, this enemy, oh my, has kidnapped crack recruit. Could it be recruit or is it enemy? Hmm. And Way to press button on watch for alarm call. No. Cold hand uncharged. Oh, I think it looks like a less word, maybe? Yeah, but what is that going to be? Let me pause and ponder. Nah, I can't think of anything other than uncharged might be, in a legal sense, somebody who has no charges against them, unlike our current US president, who is a felon. All right, where do we go? Where do we go? I don't know. Yeah, very tricky one from Paul today. I hope it's not just me. Yeah, I'm not seeing any way into this. I foresee a lot of visits to wordplays.com in my future. This only one, meat loaf, in protest. So maybe it is a word for protest, and then the rest is some clever wordplay. Oh, I wonder if meat loaf could be an anagram of meat and we put something inside it. Um, tea. Well, the Boston Tea Party was a protest, but is there tea something else? No. Uh, energy has filled object. Yeah, let me think again about putting an E inside of thing. In fact, the so might go, well, we already have the T there, so. But let me pause and ponder. Can't get that, but I did look down at the dictator king fed to Jaguar. Um, and I saw, oh, we have an R. That's probably the king for Rex. And I think a jaguar could be some kind of cat, big cat. And then that gave me the crat ending. And I thought, oh, a dictator is an autocrat. And of course, a jaguar saying it's a cat associated with automobiles. So, autocrat. That is clever. All right, is that you going to be helpful? Toast. Ooh, how about salute? Could be a toast. Plate, but how about the ending on plate with cheese on? Port forgotten. I think there might be a British cheese that's port something, but don't ask me what that is. Okay, so this isn't an anagram of shut up. I feel better about that. What opera companies can I think of? Doily Cart. Are they the Gilbert and Sullivan people? Oh, the Met, of course, in New York comes up sometimes. No. And we didn't get anything extra there. We did get a T for our pots of gravy. In. So it must be pots. Pots as in, oh, he has pots of money. Or pots as in snooker. All right, I'm really not seeing anything for the remaining ones, so I had to go to wordplays.com. I thought I would try cold hand uncharged, and assuming the less is right, I saw the word passionless. So I think the straight definition is cold. If someone is cold, they are passionless. But um, hand uncharged. Oh, I think the uncharged is that electronic or electrical thing, ionless. So hand. I suppose if you will you hand me the potatoes, will you pass me the potatoes? All right, I think I get that. It does give a nice A ending for our Queen of the Night. Say, oh, maybe Queen of the Night comes from an opera, or it's a role. No, drink in the crown. Who is a temptress? A siren. No, that really didn't help me at all. We do have an O. Now, trousers we have, it occurs to me, have seen before as a wordplay word where one word trousers another or goes around it. But I don't think that's the case here, where gravy would go inside a word for bottomless. No, but we have seen bottomless meaning drop the last letter. I'm just confused though, because trousers would be something like pants. And it looks like here we have T. So maybe it's a TH word for trousers. No, and otherwise the passionless didn't give us anything else. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I'm really, really struggling as you can tell today. Way to press button. You just press it. I don't know. There are different ways. Oh, maybe it's I'm reading it too literally. Maybe it's way as in a street, which can be ST we've seen. And that presses maybe goes beside a word for button and then on a word for watch, like to see or to look. But yeah, I'm still thinking alarm call is the definition. But what's that 5 letter word ending in or beginning with W? Let me pause and think maybe about what I think it would have to be a vowel or an R that would go next. I did see at wordplays.com wakey wakey. And so I think, how is this working? Well, I think that's the definition. Alarm call might be wakey wakey. And I think the button is a key. So way presses or maybe goes around. So we do have way going all the way around. Key plus uh, plus watch awake. Yeah, maybe I think the meaning of awake when somebody dies, awake is to watch over the person, the deceased. So I think that is how that is working. Um, Not exactly sure, but we'll go with it for the moment. Oh, it does give us now this, surely it's OCK? Could be ONK or ORK, but pots of gravy, something pockets? What are pots of gravy? Is there some term, something pockets? Oh, deep pockets, maybe. Somebody who has pots of money, they might have deep pockets. Um, yeah, I don't quite get it. Bottomless trousers, I can imagine if you have very deep pockets, maybe they seem bottomless, but uh, let me go ahead and check this. It is right. Don't quite get it. All right. Oh, the opera company, of course, must be the English National Opera. And then we have a three-letter word. Oh, if you say that's awful, it might be ugh. And if you tell someone to shut up, enough. All right. Toast ending on plate with cheese on. I still like salute. Let me check that. It is right, but not exactly sure why. Ending on plate. Cheese on, port forgotten. No, don't see it. All right. Enemy, oh my, has kidnapped crack recruit. Well, I can see the word engage. If you engage somebody, you might recruit them. But how is enemy, oh my, has kidnapped crack? Yeah, I don't see that either. Let's just check, make sure it's right. It is right, but don't get it. All right, our ball in-house on having bounced back. What's a ball beginning with Y? I mean, is it a ball you play with or a ball you attend? Or could it be bounced back? I don't think so. That surely is wordplay. Let me pause and ponder. No, I cannot think of anything, so I went to word plays. I looked through a few pages of possibilities, didn't like any of them, so I must be completely misunderstanding this one. Let's go ahead and reveal it. A Yorker. Oh, I think that is from cricket. Is it a ball that bounces funny? Maybe it has spin on it, I think. Oh, the house is York. Oh, and on a subject is re. That's what bounces back. Ah, yeah. Did not have a clue about that one. All right, British imperialist now. Channels on the radio. Oh, I think channels might be roads, Roads, and I think the British imperialist is, was it Stanley Rhodes? Anyway, the guy went to Rhodesia. All right, straight organ now, over which zip pulled up. Ah, what's the ending going to be? EAR or double ER? EUR possibly, but straight. And then what's the organ going to be? An I suppose. Could be a short organ. over which zip pulled up, and zip should begin with R. Could it be just simply run? Oh, I wonder. Yeah, then what's the organ? No, but I can't think of a word ending like EUR, noser, meaning straight. When again, what definition of straight are we talking about? Anyway, let me get rid of that. Let me think about the girl in Suits. Now, Meghan Markle, wasn't the television program she was on called Suits? Could they be very clever here and spell it with lowercase and an apostrophe? Half twirl. So is it half of Megan? No, I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one too. Maid. Okay, I don't get that at all. Girl obviously is a maid, and then suits. Oh, it's the suit is diamonds, of course, but only half of it, and then it is reversed. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of a suit that you would twirl half of it, but it's half of the suit and then you twirl it. All right. So now my straight. Yeah, it's funny having the E one letter away from the R. All right, I had to go to word plays, and the very first word was linear, which I realized, oh yeah, if something is straight, it's linear. And the wordplay is not exactly the way I thought it was. The organ is an ear, and that zip is not to move quickly. It's zip, zilch, nothing, in this case nil, and that is pulled up and goes over the ear. All right. And after all of that, I've only done the bottom half. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. One side, hearing report of lofty Harry. Oh, I'm thinking the hypotenuse would be one side. Uh, yes, so, and do I know how to spell I thought there was an H in there, but maybe not. Let's see if I can work it out from the wordplay, but I think if it's a homophone, then I won't know the spelling. But I think lofty, I did think might be high, and so it is Hy. So then, how is Harry Hypotenuse? Hypotenuse? I don't get that. Anyway, let me pause and look up the correct spelling of hypotenuse. Oh, well, I was completely wrong. There is no H, and it's not an A, it is an E. So hypotenuse. Harry, I mean, is it Prince Harry somehow? Or pot in pot in use? Pot news? No, that one is baffling to me, but it's a good one to get, I think. It doesn't give us great letters. Oh, but yeah, I think my thought about articulated when tipsy might be that it does end in SH for tipsy speech. But we can't fit Charles in there. What other king could it be? The king articulated his majesty and language of spirits. No. Ooh, so now our so energy has filled object pumped up. Oh, I'm thinking enthused, so I do get to do my TH. Thus is so with E, and they have filled up the object is the end that you have in mind, is your object. All right, enthused. And here's our trashing of mundane cliches. The U in the end does make me think we're going to have to anagram mundane cliches, but having removed some letters that are given by Hamlet, say, but I don't know what that is going to be, and it's going to be the critic's lot. Well, that U something N is useful, I think. URN? What's something to do with critics lot? Oh, maybe there's some phrase about the critics lot. Yeah, let me pause and think what 5-letter words. Return. Oh, return ticket, maybe? I don't exactly see how it fits either the wordplay, of course, or the definition, but I'm going to try it just because this is proving to be very, very difficult. Oh, no. All right, well, I generally say if I have one bite of the cherry, I give up and reveal it. Column inches. Ah, well, I can see why Paul chose critics lot here to match the surface, but any writer in the newspaper is given column inches. I find that a little tricky, but now how does the wordplay work? Mundane. Yes, the D is gone. Oh, the Dane is gone. Oh, of course, I should have thought of Hamlet as a Dane. Yes, so it's an anagram of mun cliches, I think. Now that is clever, I have to say. All right, our pointed item. Observe, cutter, did you say? Oh, I wonder if did you say it's a specific homophone where maybe you heard someone say I see pick or something like that, and it gives a pointed item. Well, it's not an ice pick, but like poor old Trotsky, but maybe it is an icy observe. Yes, I think it might. The I might be referring to. Oh, I heard you say ISO bar. I saw. Yeah, I saw. But a pointed item. Icicle. Let me try it again. I'm desperate at this point. That one is right, but yeah, I don't know what this homophone is supposed to sound like. I think it might be a bit of a stretch, as they often are. All right, in protest, I only want meatloaf. I mean, yeah, I mean, meatloaf goes so well together, but I'm wondering if we have to separate, loaf around. I was thinking of a protest could be a bed in, but in protest, I only read bed one out something a protest. Yeah, something out maybe, but I don't see it. This fix good fish dish. It definitely doesn't begin with G. So maybe fix followed by G, but what is a fish dish? Oh, there's something kedgeree maybe, or not even sure what that is. All right, our language of spirits, the king. What king is that? Oh, how about Elvish? Oh, of course, it's the one and only king, as Mike reminded me before. Yes, so elvish spirits. Are elves really spirits? I don't think they are. I think they are flesh and blood, just non-human. But anyway, I may be wrong. Oh, this ends in an I now. Yeah. Oh, scampi might be a fish dish, right? A fix is a scam. Yes. Oh, and we see this every now and then that good can mean pious, and there's an old fashioned way of writing pie meaning pious. There we go. Drink in the crown for temptress. I wonder if it could be a drink, um, or maybe even a drink that was shown in the Crown series, although it's very unusual for them to capitalize something to make you think of a particular film or program or book and it actually to be that. But is there something, not a Bloody Mary, but like a gin Maria, gin something, but then Temptress, they call me Queen of the Night. Say, no. Oh, I think the bin men are here, so I'm going to pause and think about what this might be. All right, well, that took a while. We had the recycle people, and then back to back, the rubbish people came along. Anyway, while they were doing their thing, I seem to remember this was advertised on British television a lot in the 80s, Tia Maria. I get that tiara is the crown, and the crown for temptress, I think. They call me Queen of the. Yeah, so I really do not understand how it works, but I'm fairly confident that is right. Let's go ahead and check it. Yeah, it is right. What else could it be? But I looked at these last two, the protest and then the crime under control. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. Veg out. Ah, so it was loaf as the definition. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, but in protest, ah, yeah, so I think a protest, you might say so and so out or something out. And so if you only want meat, then you would say veg out. Yeah. I think if I'd seen it earlier, I might have laughed more, but at this point, I'm a little beaten down. All right. Okay, so here's our crime under control in the center. I believe. I wonder if I believe is like what I believe, like my credo or theism. Oh, theist, maybe. I think we've seen that before. Is that right? There's a deist, but I think there is a theist. Oh, yeah, so not an atheist, but a theist. So someone who believes. Ah, the crime is a heist, and the center letter of control is a T, and the heist goes under that T. I'm fairly sure. Let's go ahead and check all. Did I misspell anything or mistype? No, looks like everything is there. All right, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Manehi. I'm very happy to see he or she says a slow solve with several bits of parsing that needed revising or revisiting afterwards. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Observe cutter is icicle. Okay, well that is a good homophone. I yeah have to admit no problem with that. Definitely, yeah. And we have seen I used as a verb before. I should have thought of that. And a cutter, a sickle. All right. Veg out could be a protest slogan to only have meat. Yes. Um, hypotenuse. Oh my goodness. Report of High Potter news. No, I don't like that one at all. Pass is hand as to give something to another person. All right, wave from the surface goes around key, and a wake is a vigil or a watch. All right. Made is, yeah, half of diamonds backwards. Oh my is to be read as oh my or zero my in enemy. All right. And that goes around a crack or a joke. Has kidnapped a joke, a gag. All right. All right. So Tia Maria, the crown are first. Okay. Oh, so nothing to do with tiara. All right. The crown is the first letter. Oh no, the first letter of temptress. Plus I am, they call me. And then Queen of the Night is an aria from the Magic Flute. That's where I've heard of it. All right. There is Elvis was the king and Elvish. Uh, I got that. All right. To have deep pockets or to have pots of gravy. I don't think I've heard that phrase. Yeah, I was thinking the gravy was going to be, um, yeah, part of the wordplay. Deep is bottomless, and pockets takes. Oh, trousers as a verb, which I did mention, but here it's not in the wordplay, but we have to think of that usage as a synonym for pockets is trousers. Ah, clever. All right, and then salute. Oh, ending of plate goes after port salute. Geez, I've never heard of that cheese, so it's a new one on me. And then I think I got all of the others. Scrags had nothing after several passes. Yeah, first that I used use the reveal all button. Wow. I don't think I've ever been that desperate, but I can sympathize. KVA, regular here, tough but an enjoyable puzzle. Hard work. Uh, question marks. Lots to irritate. Auto cat for Jaguar. Um, inventiveness and bizarre going, yeah, seems to have a few naysayers here, but I will defend Paul. Even, yeah, there were one or two that I groaned at, but all in all, I thought it was very tough but fair. Anyway, I got there in the end. I did have to reveal a few, unfortunately, and had to use word plays for more than a few. But you do what you have to do. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.